everyone, welcome back. My name is Manya and I have been on WW a long time. I first went on it in high school and then again in college, but this final time from 2020 until now has been my most successful. I lost about 30 pounds, gained back about 10, and now I've been maintaining about a 22-pound weight loss for this will be my 5th year. So I think I know what I'm doing. And today I want to talk to you about those 0-point foods and why you shouldn't be afraid of them. With WW's new plan, I see a lot of anxiety online from people who are scared to eat things like oatmeal and potatoes, uh, scared that if they eat too many of them, they're going to gain weight. Here's why that's not going to happen. It's because of something called calorie density. And that's what we're going to spend this video talking about. So calorie density is the number of calories in a food relative to its weight or volume. It's the number of calories in food relative to its weight or volume. It's exactly why you can eat more iceberg lettuce than chocolate for the same number of calories. That's it. It's very simple. And by focusing your entire way of eating on calorie density, you will inevitably lose weight because you just simply can't eat enough food for it to make a difference. Now, I'm going to say that with a caveat that I know that there are going to be people in the comments who say, well, I can. I eat until I'm bursting. I eat until I'm sick. Well, that's a different issue. And so we'll put a pin in that. If you eat so much that you are binging, you're making yourself sick, well, you can obviously eat enough to cause weight gain or weight slowing. That is something that I want to encourage you to talk to a doctor about and to think about that as a separate category. What I want to talk about is people who have more of a healthy relationship with food, which I get it. Those of us who are overweight, we obviously have some kind of issue with food, me included. I really had to curb this in order to lose weight. So let's lay this out really clearly. And these websites that I'm referring to, I will link them in the description box below. So at the extreme end is iceberg lettuce. Now you measure everything by 100 grams. That's just the industry standard for calorie density. So 100 grams of lettuce is 14 calories. 100 grams of lettuce is a lot. I have spent the last couple of years away from WW, tracking my macros and weighing everything in grams. And I usually eat about 50 grams of lettuce. So 100 grams is a lot. So 14 calories. On the extreme other end is oil. And oils have, for 100 grams, 880 calories. Also, a ton of oil. You're never going to use 100 grams of oil. So let's be a little bit more realistic here in what you might eat. So let's look at, for example, strawberries. 100 grams of strawberries is not that much. Usually when I weighed fruits, I would weigh somewhere between 80 and 100 grams. I could eat 100 grams of strawberries, no problem. That is 32 calories. 32 calories. Potatoes, 100 grams of potatoes, shoot, I usually eat more like 200 grams of potatoes. 100 grams of potatoes is 70 calories. Sweet potatoes, 86 calories. Higher sugar, more calories. Still, under 100 calories for 100 grams of potatoes. And then going down the line, let me go down to something. Let's look at bacon. 100 grams of bacon is actually not that much. I have weighed out bacon and been pretty disappointed in how little I get. 100 grams of bacon is 541 calories. So this is why you see those charts of eat this, not that. This is all based on weight and calorie density. So if you start with your 0-point foods, even your starchy foods, your oatmeals, your potatoes, your beans and lentils, those are pretty filling in large quantities, but they are low calories. And then you finish your meal with the higher density, delicious foods if that's what you need. This has nothing to do necessarily with health, although it's related to health. So I'll give you an example. I see a lot of people ask why avocados are not 0 points because they are quote unquote a good fat. Sure, they're a good fat. I get this point. Avocados are incredibly good for you, not the least of which because they're high in fiber. I actually care a lot more about fiber than I do about this so-called good or bad fats thing. And so I encourage you to eat avocados, but you should know why they're not 0 points. They're not 0 points because a whole medium avocado contains about 240 calories. That's pretty calorie dense for a food. They shouldn't be 0 points. You should not be able to eat as many avocados as you want without impunity and think you're going to lose weight. Peanut butter, 100 grams of peanut butter, which trust me is not that much peanut butter, and that's not the sugary peanut butter. That would be just the nuts. Peanut butter, 580 calories per 100 grams. I think you get the picture. 0 point foods are there to be eaten and not to be afraid of. I am telling you, I lost my weight on the old purple plan where we had basically the list we have now, although there's extra ones on the list now that we didn't have. And I didn't track my 0 point foods. I ate as much as I needed to feel satisfied, not to make myself sick. And I lost 30 pounds pretty easily just sticking to that plan. So I want to encourage you to eat your 0 point foods, to not be afraid of them, to focus on them first. And then everything else is just for flavor, for emotional satisfaction, maybe for some nutrients and some health, but really just eating the 0 point foods will get you all the nutrients that you need. Okay, let me know how you're doing with the 0 point food list. Are you afraid of it? Are you embracing it? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.